Right, tester 1, 2, 3. Okej, det høres ut som det går gjennom. Ok, gjøre litt pre-start-greier her. Og den, og så sette den der. Alright, there we go. Alright, so with that said, I am now live, and I have been for a minute and a half now. Yeah, so I am your host, Kimaru, tonight. I will be your sole and lonely commentator for round 4 of Adec, the Drivers Room Acelith Design Endurance Championship. Today we are at the Saint Croix. Let's see. Getting older is not good. Saint Croix layout C. So that's the biggest layout with the group ones. And as you can see, I have a group one in the background. Of course, I'm not driving, but I will be your friendly neighborhood commentator tonight. So yeah, last round of ADEC was a little bit exciting. The start went a little, let's just say, shit. The first 10 laps were very sketchy, considering the new patch had effed up the camera angles, so neither me or Nessie could do anything about that. And then we had a little bit of chaos in the late stages of the race. And if you go back to round 3, you will know exactly what I'm talking about with 3 of the guys, I believe it was, that was involved in some very big incidents towards the very end. But that was all reported on, and the stewards have dished out their judgments, so that is off into the past. So for today, we are at Saint Croix. The last time this series was on this track was at the end of 2021. The Group 1 class is completely open, meaning there are no banned classes or banned cars for this race. So in theory, that should bring in a good mix of the LMP1s, VGTs, and Group Cs. The LMPs are particularly, the Porsche is the most popular choice, whereas the hybrids punch out of the corners gives it a big advantage. The weakness of the LMP1s is the long straight. Once the battery is exhausted and stops outputting power, somewhere around the 160 mile per hour mark, which is I think 200 and something 20 kilometers an hour. The LMP1's acceleration is severely blunted, and the Group Cs and the faster VGTs will come into their own. Rockboy's Mazda LM55 will probably be very quick over the second half of the lap, and he is definitely one to watch out for. The the LM55 is also probably the quickest car off the line, but as soon as the hybrid battery kicks in, it is likely to lose out in the battle to the lead into turn 2, counting the left kink as turn 1. For tonight's racers, Ricey and Jules have real life commitments, so they will not be joining us tonight. But Dennis is back, and KG Racing and Bacchus will also be making their return tonight. And another point is that we have two drivers being very ultra realistic in this race, and it could be difficult for them, maybe, to get their pace back up to where it should be because they are using the PSVR2 headset tonight. So I am definitely going to watch Dennis's stream after this race is done and see how that goes for him. And Gadget hopes there will be no technical problems this time out. We saw him using the hazard lights at some point in the last race. That was actually due to the game just putting him into the main menu, PS menu screen, and putting the car on auto drive. And yeah, that let's hope for Gadget's sakes that does not happen tonight. After the 3 rounds, the championship looks to be between Flappy and Jag, but Rockboy is still in contention for the fight, especially considering he has only raced twice, so he will have a dropped 1 score when that starts to come into effect later in the season. And the race stats, we expect the front runners to be lapping in the low 2-minute 50s. So 2-minute 50s, maybe 2-minute 51s. We've heard some rumors that some people have been able to break the 249s. The race should be around 21 laps for the leaders themselves. And the LMPs will manage about 17 to 19 laps of fuel in one tank. And in the race with a full fuel and a set of racing tires will only last about 4 laps, but they could last a little bit longer when the fuel starts to go off a little bit and the car starts to get lighter. So a 3-stop strategy could possibly be likely for a lot of the guys. Maybe someone will choose the 2-stop strategy for racing mediums, and hell, maybe we'll even see someone go batshit crazy and do some hard tires as well. But the mediums are predicted to be around 2 or 3 seconds a lap slower than the racing soft. So yeah, that is more or less the briefing and the stats for this one, and let's hope we get a good race tonight. Hey, Blue, Flapjack will have to bounce back as Juggernaut is very consistent with firsts and seconds. Yeah, that is true. That is true. All right, let's see if Gadget has opened a room. I don't think he has, but let's see. Gadget has opened a room, so we are going in. Hello, Ricey. Ricey will not be joining us as he has some other stuff in real life to deal with. I think it was. So unlucky. All right. Let's see if Mickey. Yeah, Mickey's livery is showing, even though it's just a blacked out livery. Maybe it's supposed to be like that. I don't know. As we see, another chaos from Rockway there. Oh, okay, Ricey. Yeah, that is a little little difficult to race when you're not at home. So yeah, we have Flappy here with the practice laps, and a little bit laggy still. So could be the connection, or it could be just the servers being downright crappy. Well, the Audi could come into play. You never know. Flappy is very fast, and he has shown himself to be very fast for the past few races. The sexy sounding LM55. Here we have Dennis in the what is that, Audi? And yeah, him and Gadget are both in VR tonight, so that is going to be very exciting. I'm definitely going to take a look at Dennis's stream after this, and take a look at his racing. I will also put Dennis's stream into my let's see there. Is that able to be clicked on? That is able to be clicked on. So yeah, that is Dennis's stream, and he's driving in VR. Alright, just typed a message for Mr. Dennis, so we'll take a look at that later. I'm just gonna put autoplay off, and alright, so with that said, just had to take a quick look at Dennis's stream, and the VR just it looks absolutely amazing, and I really wanna get it. It could probably get me back into a racing spirit, so definitely I will be watching his stream back with excitement. So back to my stream. As we see, the guys are just warming up and trying to get their last bit of practice in before the quali starts in a few minutes. And we have KG Racing back on track. We haven't seen him for a few weeks now, so it is good to see him back in action. A very good, fast, clean racer. And good luck to KG Racing. Ivan, or Vlave, also in the same car as Gadget, and Vlave is not on VR as far as I know, but we know Vlave is a very fast driver. I've struggled to beat him myself in DRFS, just to compare. Senna in the mighty Bugatti Chiron VGT, or just the VGT, but it is basically a Chiron. Big, burly, heavy beast, but it has shown itself to be a very good, decent, all-round car for Adec. So it is exciting to see what Senna can do tonight. Bacchus is in my old favorite Adec car, the Pug VGT, but sadly Polyphony screwed over this car massively a few years back in the BOP update, and completely ruined the way I could drive this car, and I left that alone. Shame really, because it is a very good car, but maybe there were some things I couldn't adjust to, but let's hope Bacchus can adjust to it better. Muller in the What is that? Is that the Audi? Is that the Audi or is that Porsche? I'm not really sure. Blue, you're a connoisseur of car GR010. Is this a Toyota? This is not the Toyota, is it? Is it? Oh, this is the new one. This is the new Toyota. Oh, that is ballsy, Muller. That is ballsy. The 21. Well, good luck, Muller. That is very understeery, and has no brakes apparently, from what I've been told. So yeah, good luck, Muller. Wow. Flappy coming through. That is the Porsche, is it? Or is that the Audi? I'm not really sure. These LMP cars just confuse me a lot. This is the Porsche. Okay, thank you, Bottle. Muller in the GR10. That is the Porsche. This must be the Audi, right? Yeah, I think this is the Audi. Porsche square headlights. Okay, thank you. Upside down L-shaped. Oh, okay. So the Porsche is quite the. Okay, this is the Audi then. The Audi just looks weird in the front. Looks like someone cut off vital pieces of it or something. But yeah, good luck to Dennis. Jignut also in the Porsche and in the classic M4R livery, the Spice Boys. I don't know if I got a nickname for Jignut yet. Jaeger Spice? That could work, right? Jaeger Spice. So yeah, the soft tires should last about 4 laps on this track. The fuel loads will probably not be a factor until the 17th or 19th lap. So it will probably be a stop and go or a splash and dash for fuel for some of the drivers. As we see Haldir and Grim is in the pits waiting. Probably not too bothered with the quali. And right now we have a preliminary P1 for Gadget, but the quali has not started yet. Doing some stuff here. Alright, there we go. So quali should be starting any moment. Let's hope Gadget has the stopwatch or the timer to start the quali, because he can't see that in VR. So yeah, we're about to get ready with the quali. I have a feeling it's going to be a lot of blah, blah, blah tonight. So Gadget is the first. The quali will run at the lower tire wear than the race itself. So now it's just to warm up tires and yeah, get a good clean flying lap. I know for a fact the Pug will be a very strong car down the straight and out of certain slow corners, unless they completely messed up the hybrid system on this thing. It's got a very, very powerful hybrid, at least it did in GT Sport. So it's good to see the good old French girl back on track. Definitely one of my favorite cars to drive. As we have Rockboy in the LM55, a car that is a little bit more difficult to drive, I personally feel. It is fast, but maybe a tad bit understeery for my taste as a driver. But let's hope Rockboy manages, as we see Lucas just collapsing into the wall. Oy, oy, oy. Let's hope he doesn't do that in the race. That would be highly embarrassing. And let's hope Gadget is not actually in PS mode right now. That he will be able to perform his duties. A little bit of twitch lags here and there, but we should be fine. Remember guys, don't race each other on the outlap. As you see Rockboy 316 kilometers an hour, so yeah, the LM55 is definitely a lot faster down the straight. And yeah, Bacchus just has a lot more hybrid in the system during braking, and just look at the gap in the handling section between him and Rockboy. But then again, you shouldn't race in the qualifier. Get some free air, no dirty air, and find your space, do your lap, and get the best starting position. As we see someone, oh my goodness, Haldir. Can't do that in the race, and now you will have to go in and fix your car, which Jason does. Senna will fly onto his flyer as we have camera issues again. Right, let's go up to Gadget and see what Gadget can do. Gadget is still using his hazards. Yeah, just like Jason did, Blue. Just like Jason did. Especially in the tier 1 settings, the damage will not go off by itself. Since it's heavy damage, you will have to go into the pits and fix it. And that is the major issue with racing in tier 1. And how I feel is the tier 1 damage is quite fairly unbalanced. But they have made it better. They have made it definitely better. But still a lot of work to do on that front. But I don't think Polyphony will really do much on that front, ever. Yeah, the Bugatti is strong, but it's got, oh, it does got turbos. But yeah, the Bugatti is very heavy. As we see, Ivan! Oi, oi, oi. Oh, not good. Out of the exit, out of the bridge. As we see, Bacchus is following closely. This is where the Pug's strength actually lies. It is insanely powerful in a slipstream. And Gadget is more or less out of hybrid juice at this point. Can't use it down the straight. And Bacchus is now on full hybrid power. And now the power is used up. Around 200, no, 260, and the power still goes. So the Pug releases a lot of hybrid energy out of slow corners after a big braking zone. So let's take a look at, oh my goodness, Rock Boy, that's damaged. So his lap is completely ruined at this point. Bacchus is P1, 249.8. Holy crap. We have 251.6 from Gadget. So yeah, the Pug is definitely in contention to do some good speeds around this track tonight. Senna comes into 256.1. Dennis 252.7, so not that bad. And let me just remind you once again, Dennis and Gadget are both in VR for this race. So yeah. So if you want to see his perspective, the link should be in the chat, and you can hop on over to Dennis's stream and take a look at how this looks in VR. H-Boss with a 256.1. Senna and let's see, Haldir. He's still on his out lap. Or is he on his flyer? He is on his flyer. Flappy has been into the wall with a 3-minute 10, so things are not going too well for him. 246 for Juggernaut, putting him into P1. Wow. Luco has to do his lap all over again, and Grim has completely messed up his car. Ivan, Mickey still has not done a lap. KG Racing also on his out lap. Luca with a 249.7. Yeah. Muller still on an out lap. So it's going to be exciting to see what that puppy can do. A 314 for Grim. So right now in preliminary poll we have Juggernaut with a 246. Wait a minute. 249 was the 250s. Oh yeah, in the race the people were probably running the low 250s. Hello, Paul! Good to see you again, Paul. If you have no idea who I was talking about, Paul W. Walsh is Paul Walsh, aka Britain Spit, is now in chat with us. It's good to see the guy that inspired me to continue with live commentating to join us. Oh, it's going good, Paul. It's going very good. Enjoying the commentating stuff. 251 for Gadget, as we see Juggernaut just slam into the wall there. And yeah, 251 for Gadget. And Paul, if you didn't hear, Gadget and Dennis are both in VR tonight, so that's exciting work. I'm gonna watch Dennis's stream later. Senna with a 255.0, so still has some left to pick up. I think Senna's probably a little bit stronger in the race itself. 254.4 for Haldir and 253 for Boss. Still wish we got the hold in L2 and change cars so we can jump to the last or the first. Taking out into the pits. Grim still with damage on his car. And he is driving in the TS30 Toyota, I think. Bottle Job's old workhorse. Yeah, I think that's Bottle Job's old Group 1 car. Rockboy still has to set a good lap time. Flappy, yeah, you're correct, Blue. He still hasn't set a decent lap. He's probably been into the wall a few times. A place where he really shouldn't be, as we are nearing about 5 minutes remaining of this quali. 251 for Vlad. And Mickey still to set a lap time. And Flappy's still a far way to go. I love St. Croix, all the layouts actually. The track is very, very good. Maybe one of the tracks I can perform best on. And I know that is weird because I hate tracks with close walls like this, but something just in me loves this track. Muller and KG Racing still has not set a proper lap yet. And Luco with a 247.2. Yeah, I'm with you, Bartle. I enjoy this track. A 248.5 or 6 from, who was that? Bacchus? 248.6. So the Pug still has some spunk in it. Gadget still consistently doing 251s. 251.655. The walls move. They move. They're conspiring. Yeah. You might be right, Paul. So Ivan, 251.8, putting him to 5th for now. 252.7 for Dennis, still trying to get what he can out of that Audi. 248.9 from Flappy. Where does that put Flappy? That puts Flappy into 4th. 48.9. Flappy might have some work cut out for him today. So 247.1 from Luco. Yeah, I will admit that, Blue. It is a difficult track, but I don't know. I feel the flow to this track is everywhere. It's just, especially in cars like this and Group 2, yeah, there's good flow on the St. Croix. 250.8 from Ivan. So he's a second faster than Gadget at the moment. Almost a second faster. That's going to help Dennis a little bit of slipstream. Quali should be done in a minute, or is it 20 minutes? 254.5 or what was it? Oh my goodness! Yeah, that's not going to be a fast lap for Dennis. H-Boss 253 there. Hall there, don't know about his lap times yet. 254.9 for Mickey. Senna a 255.0. So yeah, he still has a lot to catch up. 256.0 for KG Racing. and a 3-minute 2:54.2. That's the best. Oh, a 2:47. 2:47.7 from Rockboy and the LM55. Very good job from Rockboy, putting him into P3. They will have one more lap to do it in. 2:52.2 from H-Boss, putting him into 8th. Flappy has one more go. No, he does not. He's on the out lap. What about Ivan? Will he get another one? Or is Ivan slowing it down? Gadget's doing 2:51s, very consistent. H-Boss has slowed it down. Oh yeah, H-Boss is in the chat. So let's see. Yeah, I think most people have. Most people are done more or less with their laps. Senna is going for his. No. Senna is practicing some starts. 2:56.0 from KG, and a 3-minute 1 from Muller. Things are not looking too good for the 21 Toyota. So now we're gonna have a 2-minute break before the race starts. So get your drinks, go to the toilet, and stuff like that, and we will be right back. All right, we should be ready momentarily. Well, some tracks fit other people better, some tracks does not. The Peugeot is actually quite good bottle. Driving it myself, I think 2 seasons in 2020. The car was quite efficient. It could keep up with the Hyundai and most of the other powerhouse cars. But then Polyphony just nerfed it to the ground and kicked it so squarely hard in the nuts that it was completely undrivable after that. So that made Mr. Mjolnir change his car to a Tomahawk. So yeah, we should be ready now in a few short moments. The race will be underway. 20:04, 21:04 for Norwegian time. We're an hour ahead. Ooh. The world is ending. Oh. All right. Now we actually see the lap times here too. All right. Race will start. And good luck to everyone. Let's hope the stupid camera issues don't last and that the hotfix patch fixed everything. So we don't have to deal with a lead car following Rockboy and Flappy and Jagnot and the rest. Like it did in round 3, which was crazy. 10 laps of having a car in front, it seemed. All right, let's go. Round 4 is underway. Waiting for 5 reds to go out. And it's a good start from Rockboy as Rockboy takes the lead right out. That LM55 is super strong, but we have Jagnot as well with the turbo hybrid car. Taking back the P1, Rockboy, Luco. We have Flappy, a little bit of chaos there. Did anyone get any damage? A little hard to watch. Everyone got through cleanly. Yeah, that LM55 is freaking rapid out of the starts. And Ivan has gotten himself up into P2, started P5. LM55 four-wheel drive, yeah. And there's no there's no hybrid, so that's just a naturally aspirated rotary engine. But Jagnot has already gotten a 2.5 on Ivan. After a little bit of a bunched up start. It was a very good start from Rockboy, but he just couldn't keep it. The hybrid power of the Jag Mobile just launched our Frenchman into the lead. Jag is now 2.2 seconds in front of Ivan. Just look at the pace the Frenchman is setting. Takes no prisoners today, Jagnot. Or Jagnot. But when we come out to the big long straight, that's where we'll see a little bit of a speed difference. Hybrid system doesn't recharge as powerful as it did in GT Sport and in GT7. It doesn't recharge as powerful as it did. Bacchus is all the way down in 7th. The Peugeot is very slow in the starts. Not the strongest starter, but it is a very good all-round car. And here he will just leave the field behind. So just go down and take a look. We have a few guys on racing mediums. Senna down in 12th, Grim in 13th. Haldir in 14th, and Dennis, oh my goodness, damage. That must have happened where we didn't see it, as we see Jagnot starting lap 2 with a 2:56 flat. We have Rockboy in 2nd now. Ivan coming back. The battle for 2nd on the 2nd lap. 5-second gap already, yeah. Jagnot is on the roll today. As we see Ivan out of the slow corner, the hybrid just pushing him forwards. putting Ivan into second place. Oh, definitely blue. Definitely. Jag is in a different league right now. But look at Rockboy. Look at how close he is on Ivan's back bumper. He goes for the move on the inside. Takes second place back. Oh, and we have Gadget into the wall. Oh. Probably a little bit of a depth perception problems there with the VR. Maybe a little bit nervous to use the VR for the first time out. Buck is in 6th now, with Luco in 7th. Flappy trying to move up. H-Boss in 4th. Very good start from him as well. The soft tires will not last more than around 4 laps. Maybe they can push 5 laps out of it. But they will have to be super brave. As we see H-Boss parking it into the barrier. Oh no. This corner is particularly difficult. Senna will have to watch out. Muller in the 21 Toyota. Grim. And Hall there with some damage. Yeah, that's going to be the big issue here. A lot of damage for everyone. Jag now with a 8.8 second lead in front of Ivan. Whatever he is running in that car, nitro meth or whatever, it seems to work for Juggernaut. Looks like Ivan has shook Rockboy for the moment. But then again, Rockboy did have a very good race 2 weeks ago in Brands Hatch. Despite the steward inquiries, as we see Rockboy right up Ivan's gearbox yet again through the last turn. He's closing in on Ivan again. No rest for Ivan today. So we're gonna keep the fight planted on Rockboy and Ivan for a moment. I had to take a quick sip of drink there. And out of slow corners, that's where the hybrid cars will be very strong. Flappy in front of Bacchus. And yeah, Buck is just trying to adjust to the Peugeot. Very good in a lap, but takes some getting used to. It is definitely a strange car to drive. Mickey in 6th with KG Racing right behind. KG Racing go for the move. Mickey botched that up. Opening the door for KG Racing, moving KG up to 6th. Gadget all the way down in 8th, and double front tire damage and front splitter. The VR debut is not going as well as he planned. Let's hope the blinkers is not an issue of the PSN menu thing that he had 2 weeks ago. Looks like he at least has control of the car, but it's not going to be easy to drive it with heavy damage on the front. H-Boss also with some damage on the front. Definitely not going to do his race any favors. Senna with damage on the front. So the walls have not been kind to the drivers today. Muller with damage to the front. Luco, I think, was in the pit, so he's got a fresh car, fresh attitude, and fresh tires, full fuel. So his strategy is gonna drastically change now. Nothing Muller can do. Nothing Muller can do, unfortunately. He tried. Grim just trying to find his footing back in the championship. It is good to see the voice of the drivers from back. Would be fun if the voice would go back to doing videos as well. It does take a lot of time. Haldir has also been into the pits to get his damage away. And Jagnot on lap 4, 12.9 seconds in front of Rockboy. And Rockboy has gotten himself in front of Ivan, so yeah, Ivan is struggling a little bit. Look at the tire wear in the front of the cars. And Bacchus is closing in, and yeah, it looks like the Peugeot is a lot nicer to the tires than I remember. But he has to defend against Flappy Spice. The one person we all want to see in the wall in DRTT on Tuesdays. But yeah, Flappy is incredibly kind and clean and fast when it comes to it. But yeah, look at that Peugeot. It doesn't give up. I think this could probably be Bacchus's winning strategy. The tires are just not going off quite as quick as the LMPs. And Bacchus goes on the inside of Flappy. Ooh, dangerous through that one. Flappy has better traction out of it. But still keeps it on track. Gadget has fallen down to it. Well, he's still in 8th. I don't think he's gone into the pits yet. Maybe he's trying to hold off until his pit window. Flappy now chasing Ivan. Oh yeah, this is probably Ivan's weakest point. We've seen this before. The tires seems to be something Ivan just chews up. As you see, Bacchus is trying to get past Flappy. That Porsche seems to be fast down the straight as well. Going for the inside move. And we've lost Haldir. Oh, a little bit of contact it seemed between Bacchus and Flappy. Will Flappy go into the pits, or will he chance it for another lap? A little bit of lag right now. And Flappy chances another lap. Same with Ivan. This could be dangerous. Rockboy seems to be good for another lap, and Jagnot just has to keep it consistent and not plant it into the wall. So we'll go. Oh, Muller just let Dennis past. He has been into the pits, fresh tires. Dennis on mediums, so he's gonna go for a long run now. Gadget into the pits. Grim, we have Senna. And Gadget has fixed his damage coming out. H-Boss still has damage on his car, and he's staying out for the 5th lap. Tires are still looking pretty decent. Luco. The Welsh boys, Luco and Bacchus. Do love that livery of theirs with the dragon and all that, the Welsh flag. Mickey has managed to keep it out of the walls. Tires are looking decent, and 7th for the moment. KG racing on medium, and the front tires seems to be the ones that are dying the fastest on the LMPs. Ooh, look so close to the wall there. Bacchus has let off a little bit on Flappy's gotten in front of Ivan. Oh wow, yeah, look at Ivan's tires and look at Bacchus. Going for the overtake down the straight. No. It seems like the Peugeot doesn't have as strong top speed as it used to have back in GT Sport days. The GT Sport days. But the tire wear seems to be magnificent in this thing. As we see Jagnut into the pits. Definitely we will see Rockboy going into the pits as well, I think. Unless he goes for a crazy run. Will he go into the pits? He goes into the pits. And Flappy stays up for yet another lap on soft. That is crazy. He's going against the predictions of how long the tires would last. But we talked about this with Nessie last week. Flappy knows how to take care of his tires. He's a very smooth driver, smooth on the throttle, the brakes. And Jagnut Dranoti had he cut the pit exit line, I think. So 3-second penalty. So watch out for that, guys. Bacchus should be good for. Yeah, Bacchus probably has 2 more laps in him, I think. Well, Jag already has a full pit stop after one stint. Yeah. He's doing good too. Flappy will fall down a little bit. Rockboy now on fresh tires. 13 seconds behind Bacchus. Luco went in on, what was it, lap 3, 4? 3. So Ivan on fresh soft. KG Racing, fresh soft. Mickey, same. Gadget still has his hazard lights on. Might take a few races to adjust with the VR headset. Senna and H-Boss. Bugatti is good, but it is a little bit heavy and a tad bit understeery, but overall it's a very decent car. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too about all, if he has the same issue as last race. I hope not. Man, I do love the look of the 21 Toyota, but I wish that thing was a little bit faster. Maybe it could be fighting a little bit better. So yeah, Jagnut has set the fastest lap of the race as well in lap 2, a 2:48.2. So yeah, a very good run from Flappy, Jagnut. Flappy into the pits. He's got some damage on his front. Bacchus still staying out, so yeah, he's probably going to stay out for a lap, maybe 2 more. That could be overly optimistic of his tires, but that remains to be seen. Just listen to that rotary. Oh. Yeah, that's crazy bottle. So Flappy comes out of his pit stop in 5th, chasing down Ivan again. A little bit of stuttering from Flappy. KG and Mickey. Mickey's doing good so far. So far it's looked clean and very consistent from the Italian. Making no errors is the best way to go. So keep it up, Mickey. Gadget still in 8th, or he's gotten back to his 8th position. He's gotten his hazard lights off, but his right blinker is flashing away. It's got to be claustrophobic in this cockpit in VR. Bacchus is into the pits. Oh, a little bit of oversteer from Gadget. And yeah, Bacchus is changing his tires. Taking on some fuel, dropping the position to Ivan. Flappy comes out in 4th, and Bacchus has a lot of work to do now to catch up. But he's in clean air and should be able to do some good work. KG, so it's closing in a little bit. His tires will go off before he reaches Bacchus, I think. Mickey, Gadget. Gadget's tires are looking worn in the front. Seems like the fronts are the ones taking the most damage in this this race on the LMPs. Luco, 9th. I just can't say it enough. I love the Welsh livery. H-Boss. Senna in the big bug. One of his go-to cars. He did quite well with it in GT Sport. So it is a good car, but on tracks like this, it could possibly be a little outmatched. But I expect to see some good results from Senna in this thing on the next track, possibly. Let's just take a quick look at what the next track is before we change to another driver. Schedule. The next track will be 2 weeks from now, and that is also Group 1, and that's Watkins Glen Short. I don't really understand the short circuit for a big Group 1 class, but it is what it is. The tracks are locked in, so let's hope Senna can get some work out of that car then. some performance out of it. As you see, Muller still trying to get to grips with that new thing. It just looks like it's in a different class. It just doesn't seem to be able to keep up at all. We have no Group C cars in this season. As we see, Grim is about to be lapped. By Jignaut himself. A little squirmy out of that slow turn. Yeah, I agree with you on that, Bottle. He does have some funny picks for Group 1. I will say the autopolis short with Group 1s was actually quite decent, but it's too much car for a small track such as that. Still was an enjoyable race, even though it was just 7 in the race I did back in the day. But yeah, Jignaut seems to be due for another pit stop in not too long, maybe one more lap. As we see a yellow flag, and Dennis has smacked it into the wall just before the pit. Oh yeah, that's right, Bottle. We had little Jack Balding crushing us. Ooh, yeah. Seems like Muller has a struggle with that Toyota. H-Boss down the straight. Wasn't these cars a lot faster down the straight in GT Sport? I seem to remember they did at least 320. Gadget in 9th, due for a pit stop. Will he go? He goes in. Luco. KG has also gone into the pits, coming out right behind Luco on a new set of medium. He's going for the longer runs and the fewer pit stops. Luco still on soft, probably going to go for the big pit stop, 3 or 4. If the predictions are correct, it's about 10 or 11 laps remaining. Guessing that the Porsches have added aero, but outside of that, most cars have had their power reduced. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, I seem to remember they felt a little bit slower in GT7 than Sport. And Bacchus has gotten himself some front end damage. Let's hope that doesn't slow down the pug too much. As we go on board a little bit with Bacchus. See how much this car can do. I I seem to remember this car in GT Sport did about 330. And now it can barely do 280. Oh my goodness. Yeah, they really stranglehold the nut sacks of these cars, that's for sure. As we see Juggernaut into the pits. Oh, that's an interesting camera angle. That is very interesting. Whoa, whoa, as we see Bacchus, no! Oh. Not good. Rockboy coming out of the pits. Dennis unlapping himself, but letting Rockboy go. Bacchus into the pits now, predictably, after his little meeting with Barrier. Flappy back in second, but oh boy, has his tires taken a beating. And Juggernaut on a new set of soft tires. Should last him for another 4 or so laps. Juggernaut will probably have a lot to go. 48 horsepower decrease from GT7. Oh, from GT Sport. Wow, that is drastic. And it's probably gotten a lot more weight too, I would imagine. Thank you for that insight, Bottle. Luco will have to go in shortly. Maybe a lap after this one. No weight reduction or increase. Oh, okay. Very interesting. They've just done something to the car that has really strangled hold of them. It's a shame. And a half-second penalty for KG. Probably gone over a little deeper than he should. That could give Mickey a chance to get a little bit closer. You will lose, even with a half-second penalty, maybe 2 seconds down the straight. So it will be benefit Mickey, disadvantage KG. They've also adjusted the gearboxes to account for the lower power. Oh, okay. That's very interesting, Bottle. Yeah, because I seem to remember the pug was a lot faster down this actual straight. Maybe the gap wasn't as big as I thought, but then again, Mickey was quite the distance behind. Well, he has gained 2.5 seconds now to KG. So Mickey is closing. We have Bacchus behind after Bacchus had to fix his car. So Mickey is definitely closing a little bit, or losing a little bit on this section to KG. As we see, Bacchus is coming up fast, going on the inside and making the move stick. That was a brave, super brave move from Bacchus, but it worked for him, moving him up to 6th position. As we see Luco into the pits now. Luco dropping down to 7th. Coming out of the pits right now, just behind Mickey. So Grimm's TSO30 and Dennis's Audi, they lose speed in top gear unless it's slipstream. Oh. Well, that's effed. that's pretty effed. As we see Ivan closing in on Luco. Team Buzz Gadget in 9th, still using his hazards. Let's hope the problems are not the same as it was 2 weeks ago, for Gadget's sake. H-Buzz in 10th, Senna in 11th there, still just trying to get that big bug around the track. It's got a very interesting rear view mirror, as you can see here. It's for deploying bananas like in Mario Kart. Good one, Paul. Oh. Yeah, also has a also has a permanent track map of Le Mans. That's probably where they developed the car or something, or developed it within mind for Le Mans. Dennis up into 13th, Grimm down to 14th. Still trying to find this speed back in the league. I do remember that Grimm was definitely one of the fast boys back in GT Sport. Before he had other commitments taking him away from racing for a while. That could have developed a lot of ring rust for Grimm, so he needs a few seasons to get the speed back. Jigna still doing good, 25 seconds ahead of Flappy. And what Jigna needs to do now is just get the car home and don't push it too much. Still got about 20 minutes remaining, 25. So he just needs to keep that car alive and don't go crashing into walls, as we see Muller being lapped by Flappy, and Flappy has damn near chewed up all of his front tires at this point. And we see Rockboy in the distance. So yeah, definitely Rockboy will catch up or even pass Flappy before the pit stop, I would imagine. Just look at how low to the ground that LM55 is. So we see Muller, the veteran, just getting out of the way for the lapping car. Bacchus in fourth, as we forget how to speak as well. With his teammate Luco in fifth. If Bacchus has shared his livery, I'm definitely going to steal it. Sorry, Bacchus. Flappy into the pits. Oh, his front left is just gone. Getting some new tires on. A little bit of fuel. Comes out in front of Dennis. These cars are just so fast out of slow corners. Looks like there's a rocket engine in the back of them. Buck is coming out through, this is probably turn 2, so yeah, Buck should be good for maybe 6 laps, 6-7 laps. Then going for a quick change. You definitely need some fuel. Luco. I think Luco possibly could be good on fuel. It remains to be seen. Mickey in 6th in front of Vlave. Oh, a little bit of drift from Mickey. Not going to do him any favors as he tries to defend from Ivan. Opening the door to Ivan. Oh, Ivan is still behind. Go, Mickey. Mickey taking no prisoners today, but Ivan is on, yeah, a lot more worn tires than Mickey at this point. But Ivan is driving good, despite being on more worn tires. Significantly more worn, as it almost looked like Ivan was crashing into the wall. Or as our voice of the driver's room would say, and he says it a lot better to me, so sorry for butchering, twatted into the wall. I'm not going to try to say it with a British accent. I am definitely going to butcher. But Mickey has gotten a gap of 2.3 seconds now, down to Ivan. So I think Mickey is safe for the moment. Gadget and Ivan seems to both be due for a pit stop. So that might come at the end of lap 14. H-Boss should be good for a few more. He just needs to stay out of trouble. Maybe he can make up a space or two. KG Racing on a fresh set of soft. He's closing into H-Boss a little bit. And Gadget and Ivan are going for another lap. Crazy buggers. Absolutely crazy. Gadget, I know you're driving in VR, but I hope you can see your tire gauge, right? Let's go down to Senna again. Senna with a fresh set of soft. And he has just been lapped by, what was that? That was Jagnut, I believe. That is Jagnut in the blue M4R car, made for racing. Oh, full speed out of the last turn. Whoa. The grip of these cars. High performance, high downforce cars can take that corner flat out. Dennis in 12th, so he has made up a few positions at least. A horrible start, but maybe he's enjoying it. As you see a blue flag. That is for Bacchus coming up behind him. Muller has been lapped by, who is that, Gadget? Looks very claustrophobic in here. Oh wow. The GR010 does have some speed down the straight. Whoa! If it could keep up in the turns and the brakes, it will probably be a threat and a force to be reckoned with, but he caught up the Gadget so fast down that straight. Once Muller gets into form with this car, he could be dangerous. Just you wait and see. Maybe not this season, but if he keeps it towards the next season, definitely Muller could be one to watch. As we see, Grimm has been lapped by Senna by 11th position. Just trying to find his pace. It will come, I am sure, with Grimm. As he has to serve a very nasty 3-second penalty. 53 seconds in front of Flappy is Juggernaut. And he's just cruising into the finish line as we have 15 minutes left of this race. So Juggernaut will probably go into the pits this lap. That will, he will go into the pits on this lap. His fuel is extremely low at this moment. So that will probably be Juggernaut's last stop of the day. Flappy, I am not entirely sure when Flappy Spice will go, if he will go all the way, or if he will take one more pit stop, splash and dash, tires. It remains to be seen. He could be good to the very end, but I think he might need a last emergency pit stop. As we see Rockboy down in third, 11 seconds behind Flappy and gaining. .251.2 as Rockboy's best lap. So he's kicking ass and taking names in the podium position. Buck is into the pits, and his fuel is all but gone. Luco also into the pits. Need a new set of tires. Mickey in sixth. He will at least come a little bit closer to the two Welsh boys, but will he be able to pick a fight with them? I think he's still too far away. Yeah, Luco's out. And Bacchus is out. And Mickey's coming through the last turn now while they're going into turn 2. But he's 18 seconds behind. So hammer time, Mickey. As the race engineers always say to Lewis Hamilton, hammer time, go, go, go. Ivan in 7th, not far off Mickey. Gadget. We got a cheer for Mickey in the chat as well. Hello, Dusan. Dusan. I don't know how to say that name, so sorry if I butcher it. Dusan. H-Boss right behind Gadget. yeah, you're probably right with that. Mercedes definitely needs a few more hammers on the Mercedes vehicles. Or maybe less. Look at the no pods. I love Mercedes, I hate the no pods. Oh! Welcome to the stream, Dusan. Best regards from Serbia. Isn't that a cold country as well? Like Norway? H-Boss is closing in a little bit on Gadget. Gadget's probably stressed out of his mind right now, looking in the mirrors. Maybe I'll do that one day. Maybe I'll do that one day. I just want the cold to go away over here in Norway. It's been warm and cold and warm and cold and warm and cold, and now it's just on the brutally cold side. Just 4 degrees, but it still feels like it's 10 or 15 minus. So as we see, H-Boss is closing in on Gadget. Will it be an overtaking attempt before the turn? Gadget covering the inside. Gadget knows how to defend. Boss looking for a little bit of height. Trying to get the better speed out of the turn. Gets right up the back alley of Gadget. Oh, UK's got snow. Yeah, I've been hearing that from Mung and Jamie and Jason actually. I'm lucky we don't have any more snow. We just have the cold to deal with. I mean, it could have been worse. It could have been actual 10, 15 minus, but it just feels like that temperature. Gadget's under heavy pressure as he tries to get away from H-Boss. The tires are pretty much the same, evenly worn. As we go on the back spoiler view. Gadget is holding off H-Boss for the moment. Going through the turn a lot better. Gadget's got the better exit out of the turns. Mostly because the Group C cars are very, very difficult to drive. Compared to an LMP1 or the high downforce VGTs. The Group Cs are very understeery. Yeah, too slow on almost all tracks, but the main ingredient that makes the Group C cars so incredibly powerful is the top speed. And the power and acceleration up to that top speed, but other than that, they are very slow around the lap. Around a track like, for example, Le Mans, the cars are better suited because the turns are few. Yeah, you are completely right, Bottle. Even though this track has 2 big straights, it is definitely a handling track. Absolutely, Paul. I remember driving behind you in the, what was it, Tomahawk, while you were in the Porsche Group C back in the day. We were driving the other way around, and on the straight, there was no comparison between the Tomahawk and the old Porsche. The Porsche just wiped the floor with anyone and everyone. But once the tires went, there was nothing Paul could do against me. But then again, I had a chance of getting a podium back in the day, and I smashed into this wall where they're driving through right now, because I looked at the timing board, and I lost my opportunity to beat Paul for a podium. So that is one thing I remember clearly about this track. But yeah, the Group Cs are incredibly powerful, incredibly fast, but yeah, they're difficult to drive. But Paul, seeing as the beast he is, managed to drive that Group C car perfectly, without any errors. He knew where he had that car at all times. As we still see H-Boss trying to get past Gadget. Remember the one stop at Spa as well was hit. Oh, as we see H-Boss going deep into the marbles. Oh, that is that's gonna screw up his race. Yeah, true. The one stop at Spa, Paul, that was amazing, and you did everything from cockpit cam, which was admirable. I truly loved watching your streams from the cockpit cams. That was awesome. Inspired me to do the same for the last season of 2021, I believe, as we saw Senna go into the wall as well. His tires are going off. He's definitely going to need another pit, I think. We are on the 19th lap, so it's going to be 2 more laps, at least for the top 4, as we see. Oh my goodness! A Ken Block drift from Dennis. That must have been scary to see from inside his cockpit view. Holy crap! And we caught it on camera, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my goodness! As we see Mickey in 6th, coming up to lap Dennis. Oh, Dennis was lucky to escape that with any damage at all. Holy crap, man. As we see Muller with damage to his front. Ooh. Things have not gone well for Muller tonight. His race engineer Marcus is probably yelling behind, telling his race car driver to do better. Marcus being Muller's son. Jignaut has been untouched and unchallenged in today's race. A little bit of action in the first 2 turns, and then Jignaut just left everyone behind. The defending champion is doing very well for the 4th round. He became the champion in 2022. So definitely the man to beat, as he sets a new best lap time of a 2:47.7. Very, very good fast lap time from Jignaut. Flappy in 2nd, and he will most certainly need another pit stop. Some fuel and new tires for sure. As we see Rockboy behind, also in need of fuel, it seems. Yeah, Jignaut is incredibly fast. And Flappy opts to go for another lap on no tires. Oh my god! Oh, luckily there goes to there. Jeez. Wow, Flappy decides to go for another lap. Same with Rockboy. This will be the very final lap for the top 3, top 4. Yeah, it didn't go too well from last time around. Yeah, we're gonna follow the action from the front here, I think. Rockboy is slow. No, he is slowly catching. Rockboy is slowly catching. But yeah, Rockboy still has tires left. Flappy does not. Flappy does not have tires left. We're gonna take a quick look down the field, see if there's any action. Mickey in 6th. He just needs to hold off Ivan, which I think he will be able to do. Gadget in 8th. H-Boss in 9th. We have KG there in 10th. Senna in 11th. Dennis in 12th. We have Muller in 13th. And I think he should be good for, yeah, this is the final lap for Muller. Grim going into the pits for damage. And Gadget is the first to finish. Very difficult debut VR run for Gadget tonight, I would assume. But yeah, Juggernaut has been unstoppable in this race tonight. He had a lot of challenging moments last week. Difficult race on Brands Hatch in the Group 4s, but today he kicked butt and takes the win. Very dominating win from Juggernaut today. As we see, Flapjack is 4.3. The gap has decreased quite a bit. I'm amazed that Flappy is able to keep this up. The loss of air behind Gadget killed me. Ooh. Oh, H-Boss. Yeah, the 30 air. Yeah, that's true, Bottle. Amazing, amazing pace from start to finish from Juggernaut for sure. Rockboy closing in, but it's not going to be enough. Flapjack in 2nd. He did good to secure 2nd place. Rockboy in 3rd. Very good run from the top 3 boys today. Luco in 4th. Done a very good job. Had a few crashes here and there, but managed a top 5 spot. Bacchus in 5th. Very good, decent race from Bacchus. Maybe the Pug was a little difficult to drive. We have Mickey in 6th. So Mickey done a very good job today, stayed out of trouble. His car looks completely clean. So he has definitely stayed out of trouble in tonight's race, which gives him the Shadow Realm position, as Super GT says. P6, very good run from Mickey. Ivan in 7th. So yeah, a very good. Mickey's married to your sister, and he's always in trouble. Well, he wasn't in trouble tonight, let me tell you that. He did a very good race. So yeah, H-Boss in 9th, KG Racing there in 10th. So a very good race. Congratulations, Juggernaut. Save that replay. So yeah, let's see. Save that page in case Gadget forgets. And H-Boss in 9th, KG in 10th, Senna in 11th, 12 for Dennis, Muller 13th, Grim 14th, and Haldir did not finish. So yeah, very good race, very exciting. Round 4, and round 5 will be in 2 weeks' time. And that will be on Watkins Glen Short in the Group 1s for the return of the Group 1 Beasts. It's going to be a very different track for the guys to drive on, and not as fast. It's going to have one big straight with a big bus stop chicane at the end of it, and then a few corners to the start finish line. So yeah, Juggernaut rocket ship, yeah, that's definitely for sure. Thank you, Paul. Thank you for watching. Been fun to have you around. I do miss you. You are definitely my inspiration to continue the commentary work. So thank you for everything you taught me, and you made me see the commentary work in a new light. So if anyone wants to see him on YouTube or Twitch, TX141, Paul Walsh, or Britney Spit, and you'll get some amazing commentary work from a very professional man, Paul Walsh. So I gotta promote you a little bit too. So yeah, thank you all for watching, and that was round 4 of Adec, and round 5 will be in 2 weeks. So see you then. Thank you all.